All right, y'all, come on in. Come on in. Because do y'all remember this video that I posted right here? This video that I posted a couple of days ago where I said Angela didn't walk into a scene, but she walked into a setup, that she was up against a whole machine, and that Kenya would more than likely be the one to crack it all open next season? Well, as it turns out, Angela just sort of kind of confirmed a little bit of the prophecy I put out. I don't know what else she about to say because I was too busy ordering groceries. And then I said, now, wait a minute. Hold on. Because I just said that in this video right here. So we about to finish watching this interview together and figure out what other parts of the prophecy she went and confirmed. Let's get into it, girl.
Let's talk about it. I want people to have fun. Let's kick back. Let's get into a little tea. Let's not get too crazy, but let's enjoy the sip.
Clock that tea.
But let's get to the chi-chi, the kiki, the internet bull.
Everybody knew that you came in as my friend. And like, so.
This is Scotty. She runs the South. Big Lexus was next. What my ass. What you doing down there, Gloss? You doing push-ups?
It's my turn.
I got you one. Go ahead. Come here.
Is that a MAGA hat?
Come here. No. Come here.
What is that? Did she just start out a MAGA hat? Girl, make that as Google app great again.
And show you why she here. She's not young and reckless. Bitch ain't young nor reckless.
Oh, who ain't reckless?
Ferrari, like, who ain't my show title? Show me who ain't, so I can go up to them, and then I can have a reason to say my show title again. Because did y'all know that this is Young and Reckless Season 3 hosted by Ferrari? Because if you didn't know that, then guess what? It's Young and Reckless Season 3 hosted by Ferrari. And you bitches are young and reckless on Season 3 of Young and Reckless hosted by Ferrari.
They not letting up this season, and I'm like, whoa, like, y'all bitches is really...
Bitches are really young and reckless. Season 3 hosted by Ferrari. Like,
so now I have to do some investigating with all of the ladies to see how it all went to hell, child.
Can we catch you up? So you know when you were upstairs getting your beauty rest.
Yeah. Can we catch up? Because you know when you're upstairs getting your beauty rest, the way that Kelly talks, because then you have Brent that's like nice school, and then you have Kelly that talks like this. You're like, oh my
God. Space. Sisterhood, in quotes.
Don't fast forward none of this. Absolutely not. I want to know every last motherfucking thing that Angela said. What the hell did Tangela say to them? Don't keep secrets.
How you doing, RuPaul? Now, Gilbert, you are a very funny man. Have you always been funny?
Alicia, I mean, I definitely understand committing to the character, but like, did she just start hormones yesterday? Where she put her titties? Girl, that is not a test, please. Stop laughing. You transphobic.
I'm a T-girl from a past life.
Protecting the dynasty is a full-time job.
Talking about my kid, you stupid bitch.
I don't even...
Right, because you're talking about my daughter. Jackie, you talking about my daughter. Don't talk about my daughter. Don't talk about my daughter or my daughter's daughter.
No, I feel like at times I rest my case.
Not Banner was on season 2 looking like a country Bama. Girl, I thought that was Shawnee. What is going on, y'all? It's Scott Santana, aka Bitches, my mic plugged in. Hold the fuck on. Hold the fuck on. Testing. Engine number 9. Okay, she on. Yeah, I'm not even about to hold y'all, bitch. You know who it is. Okay, it's the motherfucking prophet. Okay, light worker, astrologer, psychic, whatever the hell you want to call her. I was actually, I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I was actually sitting here trying to order groceries because it's about 5:30 LA time, and I was trying to order groceries and then watch some porn before I do another video. And so I just had like background music, well, not background music, but like background videos in the background playing because all everybody want to talk about is Chantel and Jackie. Girl, I'm so past that. I'm past that. Okay, so I ended up finding this video with Angela sitting down with Claudia Jordan. And I was like, oh, she's feeling reunion. Say, okay, let me just play it. So, like I said, I was busy ordering groceries or whatever. And then Angela ends up confirming something that I said in my video. So, I mean, come on, y'all already know what I do. Y'all already know what I do. Over here, thealignantsouls.com, we do not miss. So, any chance that I get to stand on big business and let y'all know that Scott don't miss, that's exactly what the fuck I'm gonna do. So, real raw and real to the point, we about to get into this little interview and figure out what the hell else she over there confirming. Because if she confirming the truth, that mean that Sky, again, don't miss. And that mean y'all need to go book a reading. So go ahead and like the video so we could get into her.
The universe is P double T to the Y, and it won't stop till I wake up and realize that I am the 1, 2, 3. I am the bitch that these other niggas see. How you gon' escape when I am the key? That's why everywhere I go, they say following me like damn. Get back on track, wonder who I am. Every day is numbered in this life span. Look in the mirror, tell myself again. Self-love and happiness is all about I got swing. Happy, doing what I please. Trying to do what I need. Whatever it takes to be free. I wanna be happy.
Okay, so real quick before we go ahead and jump into this video, just in case you didn't watch the Stars and Scandals video that I posted with Phaedra, if you don't know what Stars and Scandals is, baby, it's a series that I do where we look to the stars for the stars and the scandals that they're in. Obviously, Phaedra's a motherfucking liar. And obviously, everybody seems to forget that the bitch was on Traitors. And obviously, but not obvious to y'all, Phaedra is doing what she did on Traitors, which is murdering in plain sight, getting the blood off of her hands and placing the blame on somebody else. I fully 100% with my whole heart believed, okay, that Phaedra set this shit up with Angela. And then when I sat down for this Stars and Scandals video and I talked to Spirit about it, Spirit confirmed, oh no, bitch, you're dead ass right that Phaedra did it. So just to summarize this video, if you have not watched it, when I first tapped in, I said Angela wasn't just walking into a moment. She was walking into a machine. This wasn't just about her and Phaedra. This was more so about a PR wall, right? Production, a carefully curated cast, and a system that had already chosen its size before she even opened up her mouth. Because at the end of the day, Angela is new. She's looked at as a casualty, whereas Phaedra is she's an investment protected by production. Hence her season 17 guaranteed contract. Okay, and Spirit has showed me that Angela thought she was stepping into a space where she could be real, where vulnerability would be received and honored. But what she ended up walking into was a setup. It was strategic silence, gaslighting, and a polished performance. She wanted to be heard, not to beef, but because she disrupted the fake quote unquote peace that she got labeled as the aggressor. So I said from the jump that Phaedra's position was playing chess, not checkers. She was silent, strategic, and calculating. She used her Bravo vet experience to spin the optics without ever really having to explain herself. Okay, because every time somebody pointed a finger at Phaedra, it was, why would she do it again? Why would she do that after season 9? I'm not even going to go into all of the dramatics. You can actually, again, watch the video to figure out why I said, and you can also watch the other pressing message that I did as to why I believe Phaedra did it. But Phaedra wasn't engaging emotionally because she was in protect the brand mode. And by saying nothing, she made Angela look dramatic or immature by comparison. But I said then, and I'll say it now, that her silence was not innocence. It was deflection. And Phaedra has skeletons that she's dodging like Neo in the Matrix. Now, there is a part of the video, and I don't know if I want to spoil it now. But there's going to be a key player, a key Aquarius that might be the one to spill tea on Miss Faye Faye. Okay, and I mentioned that in the Stars and Scandals video. But here's the bigger picture. This wasn't one little scene. This was a karmic setup. So it's bigger than production. It's bigger than Atlanta Housewives. Now the universe is involved, right? It's a karmic setup. Okay. It was a takedown dressed up as a we're just having a talk moment. And Angela was supposed to go through this so she could shed the illusions and grow through the fire and rise in real power. Y'all have to keep in mind, we talk about Mercury and Leo retrograde, which is actively happening right now. But guess what's also actively happening right now? The bitches are still living. The cast are still living, and these episodes are airing. So now they're having to deal with not only the backlash from the public or the support of the public, but they're also having to re-go through what they just went through a couple of weeks ago after having already gone through it during the season. So these are lessons that are coming up for these women, right? And I said then, she was not wrong. She was just early. And I also warned that this so-called machine would start to expose itself once the cracks began showing. That once the audience started asking deeper questions, that this whole facade and this whole illusion would fall apart. And so Phaedra, I said the day would come when her image wouldn't hold. That people would start to realize how she's been avoiding accountability for years and that the mask would slip. So fast forward to now. Now we have this video, this interview of Angela sitting down with Claudia. And mind you, again, just to be very, very fucking clear, because anybody that knows me, anybody that has actively subscribed to my channel before this video, I don't like rewatching shit. I like to give my first opinion, first, reaction. So I promise you, I have not seen any more than maybe like 1 minute into where we're starting. Where I left off was 8:38 timestamp. I have not seen anything else. I don't know what the hell she about to say. I hope and pray we're not here for a whole hour because she about to spill so much tea that we got to stay here for an hour. Like, I hope she says what she got to say and I can get off and I can get back to my groceries and my porn. So, okay, just throwing that out there. But fast forward to now, what Angela just said in the interview that I heard was that, well, do I really want to talk about it? When y'all can hear it.
Now, in a perfect world, what do you want her to say?
You know what? I don't even think I wanted her to say anything. I just wanted to be, heard, and I wanted my points to be made. And I don't think, I was wrong in that, because the same information that was given to her was the same information. The same person gave me information. So it's like, so you believe him, I shouldn't believe him. Now we're flipping it. So now let's believe him again. Like, it's just too much. And I just kind of felt like my points will be made, but it's kind of like man against the machine. It's just, let me just take a step back and reassess this, because the way I approached this entire situation, was, I wouldn't say a rookie mistake. It was.
Now listen, I don't know if Angela is watching my fucking videos and studying what the fuck I'm talking about, because y'all know that happens. If you've been around since the baddies era, y'all know, y'all have seen it happen all the time. Now other people, hell, even if you've been around since the Storytime era, when you had, listen, y'all can look at Nicki Minaj, because y'all know I love to bring up astrology and how me and Nicki both have Pluto, Scorpio, 10th house. Even with Nicki, she's in the midst of spiritual warfare and a takedown. And then it's about 4 or 5 memes of her going viral right now on TikTok. And one of them is the high school challenge where everybody's doing the pose. Now you have people, either Rock Nation or Megan supporters, that is trying to copy the pose and start their own trend. So it's just like, whether you are most hated, most loved, you're a pivotal figure, people are in the background looking and watching and lurking, trying to either take you down or to outdo you, as is being shown with Nicki. So even with me, it's like people will bite off of shit that I've done or say. And like I said, if you've been around during the baddies era, then you've seen in real time how people have taken shit that I've done, retwisted it in their own words, or like how even some of the baddies have said some of the shit that I've said. Like, so I don't know if Angela has watched my channel and watched my video. It would not be far-fetched, or if it really is just like the truth of the matter. But regardless, as you can see, this was posted 2 days ago. I posted that prophecy video days ago, like last week. Like, but this interview was fresh, right? And so it's just funny how she's using like the exact words that I used. And I'm not saying that Angela copied off of me. That's not what I'm saying. Either way, it still clears my name and shows that I'm standing on prophecy and business. But it's funny that she used the words like machine and rookie, because that is literally what I said in my videos when I was predicting.
Let me just take a step back and reassess made them again. Like, it's just too much. And I just kind of felt like my points will be made, but it's kind of like man against the machine. It's just, let me just take a step back and reassess this, because the way I approached this entire situation, was, I wouldn't say a rookie mistake. It was.
What do you think about people that say, and I'm sorry, Erica, that are trying to accuse you of making the whole thing, like that you orchestrated it, that it wasn't Phaedra? What do you have to say to them?
You know what? The same person who's saying that is the same person who told Phaedra it was her on TV. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay.
Okay.
And the fact of the matter is, I adore my husband.
What if you can create your own website?
Well, at least we know they monetized.
Even sometimes when I shouldn't, right? When he getting on my nerves, like, I love my husband, so I would never put him in a situation where he can, self-destruct. Charles will, crash out, and I wouldn't set him up to crash out on national television, and I wouldn't do anything that would hurt my children, my family, and I didn't feel like I had to do anything for a scene. I mean, all throughout the episodes, I was just being my authentic self, and it naturally became, situations. I don't know how to produce. I don't know how to, put a wig on for the most part. So
and let me pause right there, because that's the thing. So y'all mean to tell me that Angela came in and she just so ahead of television that she self-produced this whole storyline because she's so thirsty and she want to keep her man and she want to keep her spot, but yet the bitch barely knew how to, like, come on. The whole reason why she has a fan line now is because when she came in, her wig was sliding and she was embarrassed and she realized, oh shit, like, I got to get better wigs. I gotta, get some better fans. Now, mind you, y'all can go ahead and watch this video on your own, but up until the part where I started playing this, they were actually talking about all of the things that people do in their first seasons, not really having the money like that and feeling the need to be over the top and dress and da 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 da. So, like, it all relates. It's like, no, the type of moves that were made is the type of shit that not a rookie would do, but like an actual vet that's been there, that understands TV, that understands production, that understands storylines, that understands how to craft a storyline and produce a storyline. Like that, it screams Phaedra and Portia.
Them to say that, hey, you tried to...
Same way that Portia produced a fake storyline with Drew because her real storyline fell through. Yeah, that's what it gives.
Produce a scene. I'm like, I'm not that good. Like, y'all give me too much credit, and I'm definitely not going to throw my husband in the fire, too.
And also, let me say this, because Angela didn't even know that she would be the breakout star. That's the gag. That's how her and Kenya became so close, because she was asking Kenya for advice. She didn't know she was going to be the breakout star.
Sure.
Do what he's known to do. No.
Well, here's the thing. We stand an accountability queen. You just said that, you felt like it was a rookie mistake. But the thing about it is, and I want to kind of like go behind, behind the curtain a little bit, because there's some games that are being played here. It's not like you have all the information as you're filming. And to be quite honest, the way that it was set up to us, the audience, A plus B did equal C, because we saw from the moment that Phaedra came on the scene, she had something to say about Charles and your marriage, and it left a lot of fans speculating that she might have maybe had an interest in Charles or was perhaps a little jealous of.
Now, let me say this. The girl on the left, she does her damn job. Okay, this is the second time I'm watching a video from them, because the first one was when Funky and Claudia made up and they tried to do the whole, oh, we're friends now, oh, we're gonna look past the past, and she's like, because we still got questions. So I don't know who she is. Y'all need to run her up. Well, not y'all. Don't y'all go running over there. But people need to run up her channel, okay? Because she is good at her job. But why did I stop this? I forgot why I stopped this. Oh, because I'm interested to see how much Angela is going to reveal, because y'all also have to keep in mind, season 17, they waiting for a pickup letter, and they about to start filming soon again. So how much is she going to reveal now? How much is she going to tease now? Because you don't want to give it all to where the producers feel like, well, bitch, why the fuck we going to bring you back next season? So let's see what she says.
Y'all's union and situation, and had you as a target. So when this story developed, we, the fans, were going A plus B equals C right with you.
Yeah. And in a perfect world, A plus B equals C, right? Like, oh, it just makes sense. But in this world, A plus B equals the Twitter thread equals, the streets are talking equals Angela.
Mind you, which is why Angela came to the reunion with the Marcus information and with the Facebook information. People have to understand it from her perspective. You have this gut feeling. You are just trying to prove it. It's like, I know, like, think about real life, right? Because there's so many different TikTok videos that are going viral right now. And one of the topics is, what is something that you know in your heart is true, but you just can't prove, right? Like for me, I know that we live in a firmament. For me, I know that there is more world than what we've been told about. For me, I know that when we are on planes, it's a lot longer than what it should be. Because there's no way in hell that you're going to tell me that now it takes 6 hours to get from New York to Cali, when I promise you, growing up, I promise you, up until I was 18, it was about a good 4 hours, max 5. Now it's 6, 7. Girl, bye. Girl, bye. Okay, you're not going to tell me that there's not more life out there, that aliens don't come from the goddamn ocean, that you can't reach outer space through the ocean. You're not going to tell me that Antarctica doesn't lead somewhere out. Like, there's so many deep dives we can go on, but I can't prove none of this shit, right? Like, you're not going to tell me that mermaids aren't being worked on and studied within fucking what do you call it? Area 51. You're not going to tell me that a lot of us aren't living on petrified rocks, right? You're not going to tell me that when we watch Baddies Gone Wild and they keep showing that one island, that one island didn't used to be a fucking shark or a dolphin, because it looks like a petrified dolphin or shark. Like, I can't prove the shit, but I have a gut feeling, right? So it's the same thing when it comes to Angela. Like, people act like she's so over the top, like, and that's the whole thing. That's why I did all the videos that I did, the press and messes, the stars and scandals, because that was a part of Phaedra's plot, to make it look so over the top, to where it would distract, it would deflect. You already have people that feel like, oh, well, Phaedra couldn't have possibly done it because of season 9. Like, it's crazy how many people are fucking forgetting Traitors, that she was literally on 2 years ago. But yet, when Traitors was on, that's all everybody talked about was, oh my God, look at the moment that Phaedra made. But yet now we suddenly forget what the whole entire objective and goal of Traitors was. It's the exact same shit. She may not have stabbed anybody, but the whole goal of Traitors is to do dirt, blame it on somebody else, get the blood off your hands and the blood on them, and make it look like you had nothing to do with it. Is that not what this situation is? So as Angela, you know Phaedra did it. You know in your heart, in your gut. Even if it's intuitively, you know she did it. But it's like, I'm going to take whatever information I can get, because I don't know what I can use to help put it together. It's like writing a television show, or you writing a book, right? Even with TV shows, they bring in writers. The whole purpose of a writer's team is because a person will have the idea for the show, right? It's like, okay, I'm going to start off Power with Ghost St. Patrick, and I know by the finale, I want him to die. However y'all get there in between, writers, that's on y'all. But that is the plot of the show. Here's the meat and the potatoes, and however we get in the in-between episodes, that's on y'all. That's where Angela is. I know Phaedra did it, but how we get there, I'm just going to take what I can get, whether it's believable or not, because I know she did it. So I don't blame her for the market situation. And I also completely understand Phaedra intentionally had it set up that way, because it would make the situation sound more over the top and unbelievable. People would look at it like, oh, here go this messy queen just trying to get 15 minutes, and it would deflect anywhere from Phaedra's name.
So this don't make sense. And I'm like, what is this? This makes sense to me. But it's just not the real world, the world that I live in. And I live in a very, just straightforward. You told me this, I want you to confront this person. Like, had I just brought the information back without the source, then that wouldn't went anywhere. So that was the rookie mistake, and thinking that this guy who I didn't know, and I was trying to kind of protect, if you will, and I spoke about that a little bit on Carlos King, and it backfired. It backfired to where now I'm like, okay, sit back. What do you do now?
We talked about this, of course, on Reality with the King, and I said, if this is her only mistake of the whole season, when we all said everything in every scene before this, we knew we can take what you said to the bank. Let's give Angela a little bit of grace, because she has not shown repetitive lying behavior, unlike Phaedra. And I know people say I'm a hater. I'm not a hater, but certain.
Is it hate, or is it being realistic? Everybody ain't up these bitches' ass like y'all be. Like, is it hate, or is it reality? Phaedra is a fucking liar. She went from doing absolutely fucking nothing on Real Housewives of Dubai for that one little scene that was overhyped. She did absolutely nothing on Housewives Girls Trip both times, because the second season she was on got canceled because of the fucking lawsuit with the girl from Beverly Hills, Brandy. Then she was on 2 seasons of Married to Medicine, did absolutely nothing, right? And so it's just like, we know Phaedra. We know what she's up to.
There's people that make mistakes, and there's people that just have personality flaws, and I just call it what it is. And once I see it, I can't unsee it. I know with these people, like I'm familiar with some of these people, and she does lie a lot. I mean, couldn't even get her own due date together. So of course, when you came on the scene, she had 10 days to kind of catch up and stir some things up, which Phaedra, as much as I'm not a fan of hers, you can't deny that she's not good at television. So I don't think she had to do all that. I did not understand why as soon as she saw you, it was you. Is it because you were the only one that was really married there? Because everyone was just coming for you about, oh, Charles, and I heard this about Charles. And it was the only thing they had on you. So that's what they were like kind of leaning into. And I just thought it was really odd for someone that, had her marriage destruct on a national television to come for you about Charles. They all were kind of doing that. I thought it was kind of a cheap shot. And if you did maybe have a conversation with you on the side, it just seemed like a bunch of cheap shots.
And let me go ahead and remind y'all, because I don't know if I said it within that video, but I'm going to say it now. The reason why Phaedra came for Angela, because it wasn't random, right? Oh, is my mic working? Let me make sure. My mic sound nice. Okay. Phaedra didn't just randomly come for Angela. She saw an opportunity to assert dominance, protect her image, and redirect the spotlight off of her, right? It was a way of getting involved without getting involved, right? It was a way for her to get activated without her hands being dirty full of blood, right? Phaedra's excuse was that Angela had something shady in a confessional, implying Phaedra was being fake or dismissive, maybe during an earlier interaction. So Phaedra used that confessional to claim Angela was being... Child, hold on. Hold on now. Because something new was developing. Hold on. Because I just had to pause. I just had to pause for a second, right? Because I'm reading these notes, and because this is where it's intertwining. Got it. Okay. Because I wanted to make sure I wasn't conflating into, because there's on-camera confessionals, and then there's also what happened in person, and then there like in scene, and then there's also what happened at the reunion. Trying to make sure I didn't conflate all three, right? But like I said, this was always about dominance and power. And like I said, just Angela being casualty. Okay. Angela showed up authentic, open, raw. And when you are that on the show, you already know how it goes. You know how it goes. Like the person who shows up the most authentic, the most open and raw, they're the ones that the fans gravitate towards, right? So I don't want to call it jealousy or envy, but it's just like, as a vet, you know that's going to be the breakout star. As a rookie, you don't know because it's your first time here, right? But Angela gave real connection. Everything that these two girls are pouring into Angela is so true. And it can make people uncomfortable. It made Phaedra uncomfortable, okay? Because it threatened this whole persona that Phaedra had curated with Bravo over the years. So instead of engaging, Phaedra stayed cold. She stayed dismissive. And like I said, it was about control. It was about deflection. It was a power play. She knew Angela was new to the game, and she wanted to humble her real quick, right? She wanted to humble her. But here's the thing. Angela spoke from the heart, and that our audience is, well, the audience at some point is going to see what the machine really is.
But I'm married to, and I know people say, but he's Charles Oakley. Like, he's known to give you an experience, right? Like, if you push him or whatever, you're going to get an experience. So I don't know if that was a part of it, because he is a very polarizing person in himself, in his own. And I think before the ladies got to know me and I could be just as polarizing, they were like, okay, we're going to get Angela through him. And that was the way to get me active. When there are other ways to get me on your ass besides my husband. I think the route they took was Charles. And so they wanted me to tag Charles in, I guess, for the optics of it all. But
mind you, production even had it set up. Like, that's why we would get the scenes with Angela and Charles, and Angela trying to call Charles, and it's her anniversary. And then that's why we all felt like Charles don't really like her. So, like, again, production is in on it as well.
Trying not to. Like, no, we're not letting this dog out the cage. I will say this. Next, if we are blessed to come back, or if we decide to come back, or if we are offered to come back, Charles is out the cage. Like, Charles.
And I can't wait. I'm a calm dude. I'm coming to Atlanta. I hope to see y'all filming somewhere. I got to see this front.
I'm like, Charles, they talking about you. Like, I can't, I tried, and it ain't working. So, they want you. The people want you.
Well, the same way that I said, I can clock certain things, like when you said you were from Chicago, but the moment that your husband came on the screen, I said, oh, that's a Sagittarius man. And I went on and I Googled Charles's birthday. And I knew this because, okay, his birthday is 2 days after my father's. Obviously, my father is older, but it's 2 days after my father's. And he acts so much like my dad. Like, and I was thinking the moment that we knew we were going to get you on the show, I was like, I have to ask Angela because I want to understand my mother better. What brought you to marry that type of like, because it's a different type of love. Like my father's also a chef. He cooks a lot. He feeds his family. That's the way that he shows love, but he's not going to give you something that he's not ready to give in the moment. That doesn't necessarily mean that he doesn't love you. It's just, it's a different way of expressing love, especially for a Black male Sagittarius. I'm just going to put it out there. It seemed very on brand.
Here we go. Because when all else fails, throw Black onto it, okay? When all else fails, pull out your secret weapon.
It is. He's a Sagittarius. Like, add that terrorist part on there because, and I'm an Earth.
Okay, enough about him. We don't give a fuck.
Baby, you look so beautiful. He'd be like, oh, you finally lost some weight. But I know what that means, right? Legend of the NBA, paper.
You know, I said I wear 12 shoes. He's like, okay, you got the skateboards out. Like,
rooted.
There he is.
Come here, Charles. Come here, Charles.
Girl, my man.
Again, I do keep going back to my kids. Like, he was truly at home with the kids. And I don't know how much that is known. But he was at home with the kids. And I know Charles. Like, I could be like, Charles, I love you right now. He'd be like, okay, you ready to eat? Like, I don't know.
Girl, if she like it, I still don't. Anyways.
Or I'm ready for anything you have. And that's what I feel like we were seeing with you and why you came across so calm, cool, collected, and rooted in who you were.
Yeah, but I do have a soft side. And he is there to catch me in those soft moments. I just lost.
Is this about Charles or is this about Angela? Girl, let's get back to the reunion.
My mom or whatever I needed. You know, I'll just.
My God, that's all bitches talk about is dick. Dick. Whether it's about niggas ain't being shit or trying to get up under a nigga that ain't shit. Girl, I swear to God, every single day, it's either fuck these niggas or we fucking these niggas. And if you still fucking these niggas that you say fuck these niggas too, girl, that's the fucking problem.
Impulsive because I like to react off, you know, without really examining the situation. And so now I'm just going to take my time and just, you know, take everything in stride.
Reality shows are tough on couples, you know, no doubt, because you've had a level of, I mean, you're not anonymous because people know. I mean,
and this is exactly why Phaedra got away with her plan and why production set it up. Because it's like, we what about Angela's identity outside of a man? What about any woman's identity outside of a man?
You're married, you're his wife, but it's not under a spotlight and there's no motive. Like when you're in a reality show, there's someone that's your opponent has to find something on you. And it's a new level of eyeballs on you. And is it stress? Has it been stressful for you? Like I know you.
Girl, he just went viral the other day. Didn't you see? Like,
yeah.
Like I'm like, what is this? The interview was from a year and a half ago, and I'm like, wow.
Oh, that he was drugged or he had something.
Yeah, like he was drugged. I was like, but you have found another way to say you never thought you would get married. You know what I mean? Like that you have found better words to put together than we planned to get married, and so he was just so like I didn't. Mean it like that. And I didn't want it. I was just like, you know what, Charles, you cannot do another podcast.
So you're never bored in your relationship. It's always something where you're like, oh my God, or
well, not as much. Like, again, that was a year and a half ago. He is just sometimes you just tell him like, shut up. Like, just shut up because, just stop it. And no, I'm not bored, but I can tell you he's not bored either because I'm coming up with some stuff and he like, why did you even think to do that? So it's both of us. It is.
This is an interesting time too, because you're telling him not to go on any other podcast. But from my understanding, the two of you have a little project together. So can you tell us about that?
Oh, girl, here we go with the promo. Let's get back to Phaedra.
How long have you been married?
Here we go. My man. What about Phaedra's master plan? What about that? Let's wake that up.
I'm hard, and I was ready. I was ready for Brett. He has a baby on her and, she just, I just never could figure Brett out. And if she was authentic and trying to get to know me, or if she really just wanted to, be my friend and just stab me in the back. So a lot of the things that she spoke about is her calling, people liars and saying that we just had her all wrong. I thought Brett was someone that I can trust and someone that we can trust. And she turned out not to be that. And I hate that it went down that way to where she could not be there because Brie got a little mouth on her, and she would have been trying to come hard, you know. And I was ready. I was ready for Brie. But
it is unfortunate because I think she rubbed a lot of people the wrong way in the beginning. And the last couple of episodes, people started to warm up to her a little bit, and that's when she decided to like kind of call it quits. And it would have been better to like see it through and at least kind of redeem yourself for some of the things or get some clarity or whatever. And I think it's braver to show up. It's more difficult to show up. You know what I mean?
She would have done just fine. You know, outside of ass whooping I would have gave her, she would have been good. You know, like other than that, it would have been light work for her. But yeah,
I mean, I saw the trailer she released of her dress, her look, and everything. Like she did a whole like lead up. It was a beautiful gown. So
right. Gowns, beautiful gowns.
Yeah. Speaking of beautiful gowns, who was yours custom designed? Who designed yours?
It was Valdrin.
Oh, girl, we talk about everything but what we want to know. Y'all could have texted that to her. This could have been email.
And I don't like people that backstab. And like I said, there's mistakes that people can make, and there's character flaws. And there's a huge difference between the two. And if you're someone that constantly violates in one area, then you're someone I can't rock with and I'll probably never, ever warm up to. But if you're someone that a human makes a mistake, a villain, a bad guy does the same thing over and over again that doesn't want to evolve, you know? And you were very honest, very open. I rock with you. Since your wig came up and you didn't say cut, you was like, let me hear your man told your wig's coming up and you didn't get embarrassed. That's how real people behave. Yeah. You didn't try to put on airs that everything's perfect. And I think that's what makes you the most relatable housewife. Seriously. You are. You really are. Seriously. You're so relatable. Like, yeah, you have this fabulous life that we think we know, but then you show the real, like you were very open. And I think other housewives, some of the vets also can take a page out of your book because you just executed yourself.
And everything she's saying is exactly why she was a target. Why is that so hard for people to understand? Oh, because of Marcus? He was a plant. Next case.
Season. Just so well. Everyone's talking about Angela Oakley.
Oh my gosh, whether good, bad, or indifferent, I just want to say thank you to the people who recognized that I was being authentic and just rock with me, because I don't know reality TV. I never had aspirations to be on a reality show outside of us auditioning for this. That was just not my thing. This was not my thing, but I'm happy that I'm blessed that I was able to find a community that was rocking with me and, you know, who held me through and carried me through to the finish line. So I am grateful.
And I'm glad you had fellow Chicagoan Drew Jordan. Yes. Dora, that's my cousin. I'm glad you had someone have your back on the show because it's very
and I had Drew's back too. So I appreciate Drew so much.
Is there anything you want to leave us with that? You know, a lot of times when people do reality, they feel like, oh, they left this part out, or I didn't get this. Is there anything that you didn't get to get out?
Yeah, the entire part about Phaedra trying to take her down and what she planning to do next. The fuck?
Watch part
y'all sitting here talking about my man. What about the plan?
More to come, you know, in part 3. We do have a 3-part reunion coming up. So make sure you guys tune in for that. You can follow us on our Banned by Charles Oakley Instagram. That should be released on July 29th. And, you know, my Fangie is coming. Fangie. So follow me on Instagram, Angela Oakley 34, and I'll give you more updates on this fan line and everything that we have going on. So thank you guys.
Thank you. We can't wait to see you for your first BravoCon. So make sure you come say hi to us because you're going to be very popular.
We'll be there.
Yeah.
and we'll all go for drinks, and then we can discuss the double date when I go on when you hook me up with someone.
I got you. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you so much.
Here we go. My man. Listen, y'all got the point. Child. Maybe I'm early, but listen, at least she said what she said, and that was a step in the right direction. Because y'all know Scott don't miss. So I don't know if she's watching, if she's still plotting, but like I already told y'all, season 17 is approaching. They're waiting for a pickup letter after the reunion. So maybe she intentionally isn't trying to spill all the tea right now. Again, I told y'all, I feel like I don't even know if Angela's going to be the one to do it. I feel like Kenya is going to be the one that super spears that plot and drives that plot home, right? So we shall see what's to come, but you know, go back and watch the video that I posted. You will see that some of the things Angela said, I said also, like word for word. So, you know, without further ado, take that ass over there to thealanaSouls.com and book your motherfucking reading. And if you haven't done so already, please check out this video that I posted earlier today, because I know that there are a lot of people out there who feel like their blessings keep passing them. Like, I opened up about a lot. I have been through a lot within the last year alone, okay? From being in a relationship to going through a breakup. Then, like, immediately after that, I got sexually assaulted and then I ended up almost losing my life to gun violence and some dumb shit. And, like, my entire 32nd 8th house perfection year, I just felt abandoned. And I still had to show up. I still had to work. I still had to grind. I still had to help heal other people. And like, you know, the whole time, was it easy? Absolutely not. Because I was wondering where the fuck was my blessings? Where the fuck is my shit? When is it gonna be my turn? I'm helping everybody else but Spirit. What the fuck about me? Like, I'm entertaining y'all motherfuckers, but I'm sitting here crying in between videos. So I'm telling you, this video was deep. And yes, it is a call to action for you to take your ass over to my website and book. Okay. But I'm telling you, if I could get through it, y'all could get through it. And you are not alone. Like, the time is now. We're done struggling. We're going from survival to soft girl life. Okay. So go ahead, thealignedSouls.com, and book you a full motherfucking alignment reading. And that's it. Patreon.com/Santana, where we watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, as well as all of our favorite shows together. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Tell you every time I saw on the bed, none of these bitches is touching. She's a fine, she's a dime to these hoes. It's a bomb. She got shine, she got bomb, she got moolah.